Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am presenting to you my TBR and explaining to you what exactly, why am I reading this and what am I doing with it. And as you can see, it's quite a lot in a sense, but it's, I hope, doable. And so yeah, let's just get started. So the first book that I wanted to read in February is Ariadne, or well, it's not like I haven't started it yet. I actually did, but I came just until like page 15 and that's not much. Then I stopped, not because like I didn't like the story or anything, it's just 15 pages, but because life got busy and then, you know, I just got distracted, and so it was hard for me to always carry a physical copy with me. And so yeah, I just prioritized other books that are more portable in that sense, for example with my Kindle, and so I just haven't gotten along to finishing it in January, so I put myself to the task of reading it in February. For those of you who have not yet read the book or don't really know what it's about the princesses of Crete and daughters of King Minos. Ariadne and Phaedra grow up hearing the terrible blows of the Minotaur from the labyrinth. The Minotaur, Minos' greatest shame and Ariadne's brother, demands blood every year. When Theseus, Prince of Athens, arrives in Crete as a sacrifice to the beast, Ariadne falls for him. But helping Theseus defeat the monster means betraying her family, and Ariadne knows that in a world ruled by mercurial gods, drawing their attention can cost you everything. Ariadne has heard too many tales of women being punished for the acts of men. She is determined to set her own fate. But will she find herself sacrificed for her lover's ambition? So, yeah, it's a very interesting story, I feel like, and I'm very excited to read about it. Now, next up, I have one random book that I bought, I think in a bookstore in Munich. And I bought it because I study, for those of you who don't know, I study media and communication. And so everything that has anything to do with like exploring the effects of media on today's world, on today's society, is just very interesting to me. And so this book is in German. It says Digitale Verrohung, was die Kommunikation im Netz mit unserem Mitgefühl macht. It's basically about what communication on the internet does with our empathy. You know, when we see so much like bad news and stuff like that, what that does with us, what emotional impact that has on us. I mean, I won't read the blurb because it's in German, but generally it has like 3 points in the book that questions are asked here. It's more theoretical, a more non-fiction. It's a non-fiction book. It says, how big or how great is our empathy on the internet? Then the second question they ask here is, how do strategies look for us in a new debate culture? And the third question is, what can we move in the internet? What can we change in the internet? So it's quite interesting. I started it already like last year, but I somehow just wasn't really in the mood for nonfiction then at that point, because I'm a huge mood reader, and so I didn't finish it. But it's not like I just did not finish it. It just put it off, you know. And I do want to finish it, so I put myself on that goal for, you know, February. But let's see if I can reach that, because I've got quite a few other books here going on. The next physical book that we have here is Il mare senza stelle. It's the Italian edition of The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. And yeah, you may or may not know it. You may or may not know The Night Circus, also by Erin Morgenstern. It's so weird to say German names in English, you know, but yeah. And I bought this in Italy when I was there with my boyfriend, or he bought it for me as a gift. And yeah, basically it's about, you know, stories and books and everything. I have read 252 pages so far. Like, I also tabbed like some of the pages that I like most. It's a good book. The only thing that I don't really like about it, if you say so, or if I say so myself, is that, you know, it's quite long, in a sense that it could be shorter if it was just the main story and not just, you know, some random short story put in there in between chapters, you know? So most of the times the stories, like the short stories, don't even have anything to do with the main plot, you know? So it makes the book unnecessarily long, because we barely ever get to have a connection between the short stories and, you know, the main plot. It's very lyrical, it's very beautiful. It's not like I just did not finish it, I just put it off, as most of these books, but I really do want to finish it. It's not a 5-star for me, I don't even know if it's a 4-star, but you know, I still got a lot to go, because in general, like in total, it has like 600 pages, around 600 pages. And so, yeah, I got a lot of reading to do still in order to, you know, get a real grasp of what this actually is, because I'm not even halfway through. And so, let's see. Now, the last book on my physical TBR for this month is Fable. I know, if you follow me on Instagram, by the way, follow me on Instagram, you know that I've bought this book last year in like December or in late November, something like that. And I really love this book. It's not like it's tedious or anything. My problem, that is my personal problem, is that I like tabbing it and, you know, making notes, annotating it. And so it's taking me so long to finish it, because like almost every page is tabbed, because there's so much here, you know? And so, yeah, my goal is to finish this book because I really love it and I want to, you know, have the full picture. I am at page 120 or 121 at the moment, but you know, gotta finish it in February. I hope so. The thing is, right now, as I'm filming this video, I'm kind of really stressed out with university. I'm pre-producing content, obviously, but still, I'm really stressed right now. And so when you see this video, I will just have finished with my exams, but I will have still, like, written papers, like 3 or 4 to do, but, well, I'm digressing. The thing is, I don't have much time to read these books right now. I'm reading a little bit, just not too much, you know, just maybe 1-2 chapters a day. And so that's why these books are on my February TBR and not on like January, because January is so stressful right now, so we can't do this. And yeah, that was my physical TBR as of now. Now I also have I feel like, yeah, I have one book that I'm currently reading on my Kindle, and one other book that I'm listening to as an audiobook on Audible. This is not sponsored, by the way, I mean, obviously, but you know, you never know. The book that I'm reading on my ebook reader, on my Kindle, is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I just started this like last week or something, but as I said, I'm really slow right now with reading, so yeah, it might take me a little bit of time. I don't know. As of now, I kind of like it, but it's not, you know, a love at first sight. It's not the best book I've ever read, you know? It's hard, because on the one hand, I kind of do like the story or the plot, but it's not life-changing for me. As you know, we're always looking for life-changing books here. We can't just enjoy a book for what it is. But I don't know, I think it's overhyped in a way, because I've read another book that I haven't heard that much about on like BookTube, that is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, and that was a really beautiful, nice book. It had really House in the Cerulean Sea vibes, and I really loved it from the beginning to the end. I read it so fast, in like 2 or 3 days, but that was the time also when I had a little bit more time on my hands instead of now, you know? Right now I'm just struggling. But this book also just doesn't ignite that fire in me that I just want to finish it, and, you know, just devour it and everything. but it's nice. Let's see how it goes. I'm just on like chapter, I think 7. Yeah, chapter 7. And so, yeah, there is still so much to unfold here. The romance hasn't started yet. You know, obviously it's the type of story where we know who gets together with who, but still, it has yet to unfold in that sense. Yeah, that is my e-reader TBR. And last but not least is The Once and the Future Witches. It's an audiobook that I'm currently listening to on Audible whenever I have time, and to be honest, I'm not even sure how far along I am in the book, maybe 30%, a little bit less, something like that. But I don't know. As of now, I'm not really enjoying it that much. I started reading it or started listening to it because I want it, or I still want to, I don't know, let's see in the future, to make a video about like I read 5 or a bunch of witchy novels, and that's also why I read The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. But this book, I don't know, it kind of is very slow for me, or nothing really is happening in that sense. It's a little bit tedious, if I say so myself, you know? It's not my vibe. It's just, and it's so long because I'm like 30% in and I still have like 12 hours to go. That's a whole book that I still have to go. Other audiobooks, if you listen to audiobooks, you know that generally long books are around 12 hours complete. And I still have 12 hours to go, and they
ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You know, I'm just a little bit emotionally drained at this point. Oh my god. I do not want to finish it. In a way, I'm kind of bored. I just want to ditch it. But on the other hand, I want to finish it because I want to, you know, at least if I don't like it, I want to make a video about it and, you know, be able to express my feelings and my concerns about it. But yeah, so much about that. I really hope that I am able to finish all these books that I already did kind of start, but some of these I have to start again because it's been so long. I mean, I can start Ariadne again because 15 pages, that's nothing. I can literally start again and, you know, read it properly and not with like a week or 2 weeks pause in between. Now, this book I also read so long ago, or started reading it so long ago, that I also have no idea, first of all, where I was in the book. And also what was talked in, you know, the previous chapters and so on. Babel and the Starless Sea, I still remember, like, a lot of the plot and everything. Or in general, like, Babel I have still in my head, like, completely. I'm very invested in the story. And also because I annotated so much that I really grasped it. Also, yeah, with the Starless Sea, it's okay. Up until now, it's a solid 3-star to 4-star, not 4-star to 5-star, no. But Babel is the solid 5-star. I really love it. And so yeah, those are the books that I want to read in February. I hope I can do this. I don't know. I will update you at some point. You will see if I read them or not. You will see it on Instagram. When I finish reading them, I will post about them on my story, on my feed, wherever is most appropriate. And yeah, so if you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also subscribing to the channel because, as you know, this helps me a lot and I want to grow and share my opinions with you, and I will see you in another one. Bye!